In this video, I'm going to share how you can earn money daily with drop shipping. Now, this is not going to be like the other videos you've seen on YouTube where they tell you to go ahead and, create a Shopify store and then start shipping in from AliExpress and other websites. What I'm going to actually show you in this website is how this works. I'm going to show you different websites to use. I'll go over how you basically set this up. But this is available worldwide, and with this method, it's absolutely free to get started with. Now make sure you stay till the end, because what I'm going to do is I'll show you the method, I'll show you how it works, then I'll show you how you can speed up the entire process. I'm also going to show you a website which is very under the radar, because when it comes to drop shipping, many people will tell you to go and use AliExpress. Now AliExpress is a great website, but you can be waiting 30, 50, you can be waiting for that product to get shipped to your customers. It can be anywhere from 30 days to 60 days. It takes a hell of a lot of time. So I'm going to share with you one website which is very under the radar. Not many people know about it. It's probably because the name is very bizarre, but it is an awesome website. And the dropshipping service that they provide, they have warehouses in, I think it's in 8 different countries. We'll have a look at that in the video. But basically, the dropshipping time from those is as little as 3 to 5 working days. So it speeds up the whole process ridiculously quick. Then I'll show you some products which I've gone ahead and dropshipped in the past. And then once we've gone over all this, I'll just basically show you how you can actually earn more money with this method. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video, how you can basically earn money daily with dropshipping. But before all of that, if you like simple ways to make money online and work from home, then subscribe to the channel and hit notifications, and then you'll always know when I've uploaded a new video. And if you want some free resources to make money online, come over to my blog and check out my free members area. All of the things that you see on the screen right now, they're all absolutely free and waiting for you. So next, we're going to go ahead and talk about drop shipping. Now, you may have heard about drop shipping, you may have not. Now, I'll give you a brief overview of what drop shipping is. In drop shipping, you have a product. Now, let's say for argument's sake, you have a product and you're going to go ahead and list it on eBay. Now, you can list your items on eBay, Amazon, you can list them on your own website, you can list them on platforms like Shopify, and all different places that you can go ahead and list them. So what you do is you have a product and you list it, let's say for argument's sake, you're going to list it on eBay, and you're listing that product for £10. So what happens is when somebody comes to your eBay listing and they pay you £10, so you receive the money, you then go to what is called your drop shipper. And your drop shipper, the price from your drop shipper is always less than what you're selling it for. So in this example, we'll say you've got an item on eBay and you're listing it at £10. You then go to your drop shipper and you pay £4 to your drop shipper, and then your drop shipper sends that product to your customer on eBay, and then you keep the difference between what the person on eBay pays you and how much you pay your drop shipping company minus the eBay fees. So drop shipping is a really good way to earn some money online, because you can get started straight away. You don't need to lay out any money to get started with this. You don't even need to do your own website or Shopify or anything like that. You can get started on eBay. And I'll drop a link below to a blog post I did about me, my About Me page, and it talks about how I first got set up on eBay in terms of drop shipping items, and then over time I went ahead and started importing direct from China because there's a lot more margin to be made. But when you're first starting out drop shipping, it's a really great way to go ahead and earn money online. Now, the only issue, if you like, with drop shipping is when you're buying from a drop shipper, 70 to 80% of the time the drop shipper is based in China, so you do have a wait of between 10 and 15 working days. Now, you do have the option to pay a premium fee or premium postage, which will then bring your profits down a little bit. But either way, it's still a really great way to go ahead and do that. Now, I'll give you an example. When I first set up dropshipping, I was doing sensory lights, so this item that you can see on the screen here, and I was also doing Shambella bracelets. Now, the Shambella bracelets, I was probably making, when I first started out, about 30p per item. Now, that doesn't sound a lot, and it isn't a lot, 30p. But when you're selling about 100 a day of these, and at one point, like in the build up to Christmas and stuff, it just goes absolutely nuts. So small little margins do add up, and the Shambella, that was just like a testing the waters thing, and it did pretty well for us. And then over time we went into more fashion jewellery, we did sensory lights, we did electronics and all sorts of other bits. and I'll show you some of the examples in here, but we'll look at drop shipping and I'll show you two different sites that you can use. Now, a lot of people use the first site we're going to look at, but the second site I'm going to show you is pretty much under the radar. And it could be because of the bizarre name it has, but it's very, very good because unlike the first website I'm going to show you, which is AliExpress, the second one, they have warehouses all over the world. They have them in the UK, Canada, China, I think they have them in Australia as well. So that really does cut down the wait time from when you're ordering it from your dropshipper. So I'm on eBay now and I've typed in sensory bathlight, and this is an item that I used to sell I used to sell this item a lot, and I used to sell different sensory items. So on here you can see all the different prices on here. We've got £7.95, we've got £7.30, £7.95. So this has actually gone down, because when I was selling this a few years ago, we actually had this up at between, well, this one we had it up at £16. So this person here's got it up at 20 and they've sold 57. So yeah, looking at the prices on here, £18. The £8 mark seems to be where people are on page 1 of eBay, but to be fair, you don't even need to worry about that, because to stay at the top of eBay on page 1 in these results here, you need to have high volume and you need to also predominantly offer this fast and free here. But if we go with this price point of £7.95, yeah, so you could put this item up on eBay at, let's say we was going to sell it at £7.50. So you would come over to a site, and it's this one here. It's called AliExpress. So if I just scroll to the top for you, site here. This is AliExpress. Now on the left hand side you have categories, and you can go through and search for things via categories, and all it takes when it comes to drop shipping, it just takes a little bit of effort to go through and look at products on eBay and then go and see if you can find those products on AliExpress, and 9 times out of 10 you'll find them on AliExpress. So I've just gone ahead on here and typed in hot tub light. So go back to eBay, you can see this here is the product, and it's here. So I'm going to go back over here and see if we can find this. So you can see on here that you can get it from here. You can get it for $5.32. If we scroll down a bit, we've got another one here for $5.20. If we then scroll down further, you can see here we've got the same product over here at $2.43. Scroll down a little bit further, you've got $3 and another one here at $2.64. So for this example, let's say you're going to go with this one here for $2.64. Once you put this listing up on eBay and then it sells on eBay, you then come over to AliExpress here and you would buy this and have them send it direct to your customer on eBay, and then you keep the difference between the price on eBay and how much you pay your seller on AliExpress. Now, because this product, especially on AliExpress, 90% of the items on this site do come from China, so you can be waiting a long time. Well, the delivery on here is anywhere between 5 business working days and up to 20 business working days. So that is the only drawback to drop shipping. But as long as you're listing your description, your delivery times, then you will not have any issues with that. Now you can obviously pay more for this. So if we just go down here, so this is the item, and you've got all the different pictures on the side. So just click on there. So it looks like the same picture that they're using on eBay, to be honest with you. This one here, yeah, it's the same picture. Hang on, sorry, let me get rid of that. I don't want you on here swag bucks. Hang on, let me just move this across. Sorry, let me just get rid of this here. No, thank you. So let's just scroll this back down here. So this one here is $2.64, and it's the same product that's on eBay, that people are selling on eBay for £7.64. So if we just scroll down here. And everything that you buy on here, it comes with a full buyer refund, and you get up to 60 days refund on AliExpress, and then you can pay via Visa, Western Union, bank transfer. And normally what happens on this site, it goes into escrow, so you effectively pay AliExpress, the seller sends it, and then once you confirm that you have it and you're happy with it, then AliExpress release the payment to the seller. So you're safe on this site. It's a very, very popular site and a lot of people use this. So we're in here, so you've got the product details, so you can take these images here and use these in your eBay listings. And then you've got the product details, so if you click on here it brings up the details for you, so you can go through and use some of this. And then if you click here on shipping and payment, it always breaks down how long the shipping is going to be for you. So this here is where you would go ahead and put this on your listing on eBay, Amazon, wherever you was to do that. So if you just scroll down here, you can see so all of the different shipping companies available, how long it will take to arrive. And if we scroll further down here, it shows you in further. Hang on, let me just scroll this down for you. Oh, my mouse stopped scrolling. Sorry, let me just go back up here. Yeah, so it shows here. It shows how many you're going to be ordering and the country you're going to be ordering to, and then it shows you also the shipping cost. So you can go through and you can look at your shipping costs and also your delivery, and then obviously the more you pay, the more you pay, the quicker the item gets delivered. Now, when you're doing this on eBay and Amazon, and mainly eBay and Amazon, you need to make sure obviously that you're specifying these delivery time days on here. And this may seem like a lot of days, 20 to 40 days, even 30 to 50 days. This is always the worst case scenario. Now, there's a lot of Chinese sellers on eBay, and you see them on eBay. Let's see if we can go and find one for you on eBay, where on eBay it's actually listed in the description that it comes from China, and then when you go into the listing, it says again, delivery is up to 30 days, 40 days. So that, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is the only one drawback to this method of earning online with dropshipping, is the wait time that your buyer has to go ahead and wait. But 9 times out of 10, because they're getting the product a lot cheaper than what they would get it elsewhere, they are prepared to wait. So as you can see here, if we just go ahead with this one here, it's $2.64, and then they're selling it on eBay at £7. So once you take into account your eBay fee and your PayPal fee, you'd potentially be looking at anywhere between £3.50 and £4 profit on this item here for everyone you sell. Now, what I did was, and I would recommend this to you, is once you've built up your dropshipping and you're starting to earn a regular income on this, and you have a certain number of items which are popular. So, for instance, this one here, this was very popular when I was doing this. Once I'd built up enough money, I then went onto a site called Alibaba. Now, Alibaba is basically, it's like the dad, if you like, of AliExpress. And you get your products a lot cheaper because you buy in volume. So if I just go over to AliExpress now, I'll just show. Alibaba. I'll show you Alibaba. So let me scroll back up to the top here. So this here is Alibaba, and you don't need to. I won't worry about this in the beginning, but I'm just showing you what you can do over time. So this is Alibaba. Now this here is basically where you're buying in volume. Now a lot of the time it will say minimum order is 50 items or 100 items, but absolutely don't take that on board, because what you can do is any supplier you're buying from on here, you say I'd like to buy a sample, and I've bought items on here in single items. I've bought items in 10s, 20s, 50s, and then I've gone up to like 1,000 and 2,000. So if you find a product on here which you really like, and you don't want to go ahead and order, let's say 100, you just contact them and say, look, I'm interested in this, can I go ahead and order 10 or 5? And 9 times out of 10 they will do. So if we just scroll down here, so this is Alibaba. I'm going to scroll down and find this light, this hot tub light here that I was looking at on eBay. So you can see here, if you was to go ahead and buy 100 pieces, you can get this for $1.90. So it significantly brings the profits. It takes your profits up, and it brings down the price that you're paying. So Alibaba, this is something that you can look at in the future, but I'm just showing you that because it's the natural progression from dropshipping to bringing in your own products. But $1.90, and on AliExpress it was, I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. On AliExpress it was $2.64. So you're saving 70 cents per light, really. So it's a great way to go ahead and start making more money on each listing that you're doing. So this is AliExpress, and this example what I've given to you here, this one here was LED floating lights. So these are really, really great. Now there's another site that you can go ahead and use, and I highly recommend this site because not many people know about it. Now the name of the website is called Bang Good. Now it's an incredibly bizarre name for anything, isn't it? Bang Good. And the first time I heard this, and someone said to me, "You want to have a look at this site called Bang Good? Go ahead and Google it." I had all sorts of images coming up in my head when I was typing Bang Good into Google. I didn't know what was going to happen. But Bang Good, hang on, let me just pop this up here for you. Bang Good, it's a really great website. Now I prefer this site over AliExpress purely because of the products. I found a lot of the products on here are cheaper than AliExpress, but also the delivery here is a lot better than AliExpress. So it's laid out exactly the same, very, very similar. Let me close this. You have all of your different categories on here, and then you also have they do flash sales on here as well, which is good. And if I scroll down, you can see some items that I've recently viewed on here. So these little cameras here, this is something I'm currently testing at the minute. So these are pretty cool. But what I do like about Bang Good is the fact that when you go into a listing, it tells you where the product is shipped from. So if I go into this one here, I know this one here because I was looking at this one here. This one here is £8.59. Now this one here is shipped from China, so the delivery on this one here is 30 days. But when I looked at this one over here, a bit more expensive, this was shipped from their UK warehouse. So it's a little bit more, does come in a lot quicker. So look, I'm not going to continue going on with this video for much longer now because we're up to 14 minutes. But basically this is the process. You use these sites, you find products you want to list on eBay, you put the listing up on eBay, somebody pays you the money, and then you go on to Banggood or AliExpress, and then you get your dropshipper to send it to your customer on eBay or Amazon or wherever you would have that set up. If I was first starting out with this, I would focus on eBay, and I would focus on Amazon to get started with. If you wanted to go ahead and look at platforms like Shopify, you can do, but they're not cheap when you first get started. There's something like $30 a month, and it continues going on, and you also need to worry about getting your own traffic and driving people to your website. Whereas eBay and Amazon, you already have people on these sites. There's a high search volume going through there, and it's just a simple way to get started. And you don't need any money to get started with this method. So this is dropshipping. I will drop links to everything I have mentioned below for you in the PDF, and it's a great way to make some extra money online. So thank you for watching this video, and I shall see you in the next one.